Welcome back, financial investors. My name is Brent, and today we're going to be doing our Monday buys video. We're going to go into M1 Finance, take a look at the entire portfolio changes for the week, what stocks were up, what stocks were down, the percentage of the portfolio that was either gained or lost. We're also going to be jumping and taking a look at the activity, what stocks paid out dividends last week, and what did I do with those dividends. Now, last week I did reinvest those dividends. I had a stock coming up on ex-dividend this Monday coming up, so of course I wanted to roll my dividends as quickly as I could prior to that ex-dividend date. Now, before the M1 Finance account is going to be shown, we are going to be taking a look at stock futures. I always like to look at what is expected of the market. Right now, China has their market open. They are currently negative, so we're going to look at the stock futures, look at where the current overseas market is currently taking, how is it being affected, and what some of the news coming out of what is going on right now. So, with that all said, if you haven't subscribe to the channel, I would highly appreciate it if you do subscribe to the channel. If you do enjoy this video, find it helpful, hit the thumbs up. And if you have any comments or questions, if you're planning any stock buys this week or this Monday here, let me know in the comment section below. I always love to hear from you guys, and let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm going to go ahead and flip my screen around here, and we're going to go ahead and share my screen. Now again, stock futures, S&P down 0.54, NASDAQ down 0.57, and the Dow Jones down 0.52. As I refresh this actually dropped down earlier from around 0.8. I believe stock futures were actually down almost 1% earlier when I had watched this, but we are actually seeing a bit of a recovery here as we get closer to open. Now it's 11:37 p.m. Pacific time over here in Oregon, so this can all change as I go to sleep and wake up in the morning. The markets will be doing whatever they do. Now there's a couple articles here that I want to show. Now, China market is currently open. It was down over 3% just a few minutes ago here as I was taking a look. It is currently down 2.91%. And along there you can see China last Friday down 2.17, England down 0.47, and Germany down 1.05. So whatever happened there on Friday with the announcement of China raising tariffs on the US retaliating, kind of raising tariffs, what they were going to be putting on China in the first place, but they kind of postponed it. It's actually going to be rolling out here in September, and then the other ones are going to be rolled out in December. Now, some of the articles here I want to kind of show you are kind of what's going on overseas. We saw that China's down around 3% here as the markets were open here on Monday. We also saw Japan and South Korea. Japan down 2.2, South Korea down 1.5. We also kind of go down into some of the more tariff troubles on how this could affect global trade and just a few other statistics. But there's a whole lot of what is being said by the media and how it's actually really affecting us. Now there's another article here over on MarketWatch. I'm going to go ahead and have both of these articles linked down in the comment section. It's going to be the first pinned comment. These will be the two articles pinned there. You guys can take a look at how this one kind of covers what's going on with the Asian markets and the whole disagreement between US and China, and then this one kind of goes into how the media has been lying to you about Trump's opinions. This is an opinion-based article, but it kind of goes into how much of our imports are actually affected, and it kind of goes into taxes, how President Trump has hiked tariffs from 10 to 25%, but it really doesn't, it mainly affects us a lot of taxes. It was an interesting article, which I feel, kind of goes into people's priorities. People get shocked that there's some sort of tariff adjustment and people are going to be paying a higher price for a new Apple phone. But what exactly is an Apple phone? It's a luxury item. It's not a need. It's basically someone's want. And there's a lot of interesting stuff out there. So I thought that article would be fun. Now, jumping over to the M1 Finance, I'm still here. We're going to be taking a look here at the performance here. We can see short term, this portfolio has been pretty beat up here. One day Friday, as the markets were selling off, 2.59, 2.37, 3%. The M1 Finance portfolio fell down 2.42%, roughly $400 there on the day, just gone in cash paper. as far as if I were to have sold, I would have lost some equity, but I'm not selling. I'm not worried about it here. 1 week performance, we're down 1.05%. So this portfolio was actually doing really well last week up until Friday. I hit some all-time highs here within the portfolio. There on Thursday at close, my portfolio was at $16,204.68. And then we had that sell-off on, let's take a look there, 23. Yeah, that's Friday right here. This is just the weekend here. 25th is the weekend. And so that Friday, the market there lost about $400, and that kind of pushed the portfolio down. So overall, we're down for the week 1.05, whereas the S&P down 1.44%, the Dow Jones down 0.99, and this portfolio is down 0.183. So pretty not too bad. As far as the activity goes last week, we started last week on the 19th, so we deposited our normal $115.38. This went into one stock buy. I went over my position here in Johnson & Johnson. It's one that I believe in for the long term. It's a great company. They're going through a few short-term lawsuits that's got affecting their stock price, but overall this is a great long-term position in my portfolio. So I went ahead and targeted this specific stock last week because it is going ex-dividend here on this coming Monday on the 26th of August. It will be going ex-dividend. Last week I received $5.20 from Caterpillar, so Caterpillar paid me out $5.20. I automatically took that $5.20 and reinvested it back into Johnson & Johnson. I locked in a Johnson & Johnson price of $130.96. So it's not as, let's see, where was this purchase at? Let's go back and look at where I bought this one. So I was able to lock in at 132 on my 115. I got an even better price on that at 130, but I put $5.20 towards there. Now this Monday, Johnson & Johnson is going ex-dividend. So if I were to buy Johnson & Johnson here on Monday, because it is the same date as the ex-dividend, that ex-dividend in the morning, whoever owns that share, that stock that day, receives and is eligible for that dividend payout. I am not able to put money into Johnson & Johnson and expect that capital or those shares that I purchased to be eligible for a dividend payout. I should have bought the stock on Friday and held it here on Monday, and then I would have been eligible for that dividend payout here in the future. I believe it's on the 9th of September. So now, what am I going to be buying then if it's not Johnson & Johnson? And that's where I kind of jump back into my portfolio here. Now, I added a few new tabs. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here. Now, I have this sorted right now by companies that are going ex-dividend here in the upcoming days. So here we have a few positions that are going ex-dividend here on August 26th. August 26th, if we go ahead and highlight this, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and copy this over to here, just really temporarily. That way I can kind of, we don't have to scroll over to the left to see what ticker symbols they are. So Johnson & Johnson is going ex-dividend here on the 26th of August. We also have Kellogg's, which is going ex-dividend on the 30th. Now, Kellogg's, they came out with some earnings not too long ago, and they actually beat expectations. So Kellogg's right now is at a, let's go ahead and select Kellogg's line there. I'm actually up equity-wise 7.81%, and this was all off a single day. When they came out on their earnings, I believe their share price jumped about 11 or 13%. So they came and turned around in a single day, moving from negative to positive. So right now, I don't want to be increasing my unit cost, so I'm going to go ahead and postpone that one. Johnson & Johnson is down in the position there, about 7.47%. But again, it's going ex-dividend here on Monday, so I don't want to be buying that. The next up position is Stanley Black & Decker. Now that one, equity-wise, is down roughly 6.87%. This one is a great dividend aristocrat, actually dividend king, having grown and paid out dividends for the past 51 years. It has about a 10% dividend growth rate per year here over the past, I believe, 10 or 5 years is what I had kind of marked it. The next one would be Avery Dennison. So both of these positions have about $530 of equity average between them both. One of them, Stanley Black & Decker, is down almost 7%, whereas the other one's only down 0.5%. So let's see, next week we have the 26th through the 30th. So I would want to focus on anything that is going ex-dividend prior to the 30th, because afterwards I always have, let's see, what's the 3rd? The 3rd is Tuesday, so here, this stock right here, Avery Dennison, I could actually buy it next Monday afterwards and still be eligible for that ex-dividend, because this ex-dividend falls on a Tuesday. So that is probably what I'm going to end up doing. I am not going to be targeting Kellogg's right now. It's a little bit too high here within the portfolio. And there we go. Oh, Lockheed Martin's also there as well with Kellogg's. Lockheed Martin's up in my portfolio 17.05%. So Stanley Black & Decker is the one here that I will be targeting, and that is going ex-dividend there on the August 30th is when it's going ex-dividend. Go ahead and cover really quickly what exactly Stanley Black & Decker does. Now this website here, dividend.com, great website. You can take a look at it. It does a really quick, informational dump as far as the industry. Okay, they do machine tools and accessories. They just bought Sears, Craftsman items. They have a current yield of 2.11, annualized payout of 2.7, or they pay out $2.76 every year, paid out quarterly. So every quarter they pay out a 1/4 of this. They have a very low payout ratio of 33%. They have an average earnings, expected here for the year of $8.36. So here they pay out $2.76 of their earnings of $8.36. Even if they fell back just a little bit here, if we came into some pullback in earnings, they would definitely be able to increase and continue to pay out that dividend. This is considered a dividend king, having grown and paid out dividends for the past 50 or more years. That is currently at 51 years, having grown and paid out since 1968. So here we can see the ex-dividend is August 30th. That is in 4 days, 11 minutes, and 59 seconds. Once I were to buy this stock, hold it through the ex-dividend date, I would receive that dividend payout on the 17th of September. Now, a few other information here. You can see this company here has a long history of growing and paying out dividends. Just a very nice, steady looking chart here. They just increased their dividend. So they were paying out 66 cents per share each quarter. They just increased it to now 69 cents per share each quarter. So let's go ahead and see. I want to see if that yield is correct. I'm just making sure for my own notes. So 0.69 times 4 is 276. Okay, so that's right. Divided by the current price of 131.10, multiply that by 100, and we get a yield rate of 2.11% rounded up. Now, my current yield on cost for Stanley Black & Decker is currently 1.97. So here, 2.76, is that what I have on my, yep, 2.76. And this one. So I have a locked in yield right now of 1.97. I have a discount of roughly 7% share price from when I purchased this. It's currently trading at $131. My unit cost is $140.43. So if I go ahead and add a little bit of equity into Stanley Black & Decker, it'll lower my unit cost from 140, maybe down a few pennies here, but still kind of lower it down. It'll increase my yield on cost just a little bit higher, and it'll also increase my future dividend income. Currently, Stanley Black & Decker pays out $2.67, and each quarter, over the course of a year, it pays out $10.67. So this is a very safe position for my portfolio, which I have no problem continuing to buy it down. So if it's down 7%, it has a little bit of issues right now with it because of tariffs, but sometime in the future, say another year or two, this short-term noise that is going on with the market, even if we go into recession, this company will continue to thrive. Contractors, builders, homeowners, even anybody of the sorts who goes out there and gets tools. I buy a lot of Black & Decker tools. I buy a lot of Craftsman tools. If you go out in my garage, I have all sorts of tools that are Black & Decker generally. So I own these products. I use them, and I do continue to believe in this company. So it is going to be my stock buy that I am buying this Monday. And of course, it's going ex-dividend on Friday, so that's always a very nice bonus there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and look for it here within the position. Black Stanley, Black & Decker. I don't have anything in cash. I'm not expecting any dividend income. I'm going to go ahead and just target $130 for my buy, confirm that, and that order is set. So tomorrow when the market opens up, paying out dividends. So here I had a bit of a rough day. Ooh, on Friday, look at that 1 day loss. On Friday, it went down 5.47% in a single day. So that's actually pretty exciting to see that loss here in a short term. Now, overall, this position is down 5.26% equity-wise. We see equity-wise, I am down 5.26%, but this all happened in a single day, meaning that this past Friday, with those tariffs getting announced, this actually benefited me, giving me a quick discount of 5.47% there in a quick day. So that actually worked out really good in my favor. We can see a quick bounce back there in the after hours. So in the after hours I may get 2% less, but that's still fine. I'm still getting a fair discount on a single day. So that's kind of exciting. So my buy is set there for Monday. I'm going to go ahead and flip back to my big screen here. And thank you all for tuning into this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up. If you are buying any stocks out there, let me know what stocks you are buying. What's your whole mindset or mentality or process of going through when you're buying positions within your portfolio. Now, I haven't been adding a whole bunch of new positions. I am looking to replace one of my financials and swap it in with a Dividend Aristocrat. That is it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up. If you guys have not yet subscribed to the channel, I would highly appreciate it if you do hit that subscribe button below. It's that red one located right below this video. And of course, if you have any comments or questions, drop them into the comment section below. Let me know what you think the markets will do this week. Do you think it'll go higher? Do you think it'll go lower? My shirt says it all. So thank you all for tuning in. I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.